It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so you know that we just wrapped The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13, and it was an interesting one. We got a few new newbies, and that was nice to see some fresh faces. Until I guess it wasn't. We had LaToya Ali, Drew Sidora, and Falynn Gobadia, who I did an interview with, and let me just say she was an absolute sweetheart. She kind of divulged to us the fact that producers have been knocking on her door for quite some time, especially because she fit all the criteria of being a real housewife. I mean, just to be fair, well, now there's some interesting drama that's going down, and it makes me so sad for Falynn Gobadia, only because, again, after speaking with her, I found her to be an absolute sweetheart. Things went down, and I guess her marriage after a year and a half to Simon Gobadia came to an end. Obviously, they both decided that they were not a fit for each other, and they were going to move forward with the divorce. Now, a lot of fans were pretty, I don't want to say rude, but brash towards her. They were saying, yeah, LaToya Ali was right. You know, like, this empire has fallen, and you know, you deserve this. And it just kind of hurts my heart a little bit to see how awful people can be, especially to someone who is going through a hard time in their life. I mean, I just don't understand it. I never will understand tearing down somebody while they're going through something that's so rough. I mean, I guess it just is what it is. Let's get to the point. Porsha Williams is newly engaged. Porsha Williams is not only newly engaged to a man that we don't know, it's actually one of the ex-husbands of one of the new Real Housewives of Atlanta stars. That's right, guys. Porsha Williams is engaged to Simon Gobadia. Now, interestingly enough, she posted a photo next to Simon with her hand on his chest, boasting this brand new diamond that was, while it was stunning, was interesting. It was a conversation piece. And not only was she standing next to Simon Gobadia, but she was also standing next to her ex, Dennis McKinley. You can't make this stuff up. I do want to say that both Porsha and Simon, they put out statements talking about their love for one another, and Porsha commented on her relationship status with Falynn Gobadia. This is what was said. First, Simon came out with an Instagram post and said, "I would like to thank everyone who wished Porsha and I the best. Whether it was through phone, DM, or text, you guys affirm my belief that finding someone you love is possible, especially when you're seeking one. Getting married again was never a question in my mind, but when?" Then he added, "I did not expect to be blessed with a mate so soon." Simon then added that him and Porsha expect to travel together as they spread love throughout their community and grow from their past relationships. He also added, "I asked her to marry me because we checked all of each other's boxes and then some. We have done all of the individual work to sustain a healthy relationship, and I stand next to her proud that we found each other. So then when I asked her to marry me, she said yes, and that's all that matters." Of course, it wasn't only Simon who chimed in, and everyone's waiting to see what Falynn has to say. I can't even imagine what she would be going through right now, but Porsha chimed in too with her own Instagram post celebrating her newfound love with Simon Gobadia. This is what Porsha had to say. "We are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we are choosing to live each day to the fullest. I choose happiness every day and night, and I'm choosing to focus on the positive, not the negative. He makes me so happy, and to me, that's what matters most." Porsha also wanted to point out that Simon filed for divorce with Falynn back in January, and that Porsha had no impact on that decision. At least this is what she's telling us. Who actually knows whether or not that's true? We do know that Simon Gobadia and Dennis McKinley, they were friends for quite some time. And guys, if you watched this past season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, when Porsha introduced us to Falynn, she said that they were friends before. They briefly met. Dennis was friends with her husband, and why not? Well, I guess this is probably why not. This is why you wouldn't want your husband, or maybe even Falynn probably wouldn't have wanted her husband around this group of women. Porsha added that Falynn and I are not friends and his divorce is settled. She then said that her relationship with Simon is a positive step in everybody's lives. Porsha ended that off with, "It's truly a beautiful moment and she cannot wait for them to spend the rest of their lives together." Oh, wait, there's more. Now, from what Porsha says, Dennis was actually happy for the couple. He's happy and she feels like Dennis is stepping up towards working on co-parenting with Porsha and Simon in order for them to raise their kids together in a healthy environment. And mind you, it's not just Porsha who has a child. Simon has his own too. She said, "Two Black men stepping up and being amazing. Let's praise them." Now, moving forward, obviously, we know that Porsha and Falynn have unfollowed each other. Porsha is saying that Dennis supports their relationship. I mean, after looking at the photos, it looks like he actually does support the relationship, but I'm so curious what he thinks because Simon was his friend. Now, you can't necessarily understand why or when it happens when you fall in love with someone, but this raises a lot of red flags for fans, and fans are going crazy in the comment section. They, one, want to know, is this a storyline for the new season? Two, they want to know if Falynn Gobadia will be back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta as a full-time peach holder, because obviously there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to this dynamic. And three, they want to know, how did this even spark up? How, after being there for Falynn, showing up to her house for her Halloween party, hanging out with her and her husband, months later after her divorce, how did you end up in a relationship with Simon? When did this happen? What does this timeline look like? And it does make sense that they waited to announce it until after their divorce was settled, but it just seems like a lot. However, when it comes to Porsha, Falynn, Simon, Dennis, I don't want to just give you guys, my opinion, because my opinion is a little swayed at this point. To be fair, I really enjoy Porsha on the show, and I have interviewed Falynn Gobadia. I find her, again, I've said this 3 times already, to be absolutely amazing. I can't even imagine what she's going through at this time, in this moment. I'm sure everyone's blowing up her phone. Everybody's reaching out to her, asking her if she saw the news. Her name is all over headlines right now, while Porsha and Simon are celebrating with this massive rock, and she knows what that life is going to look like for Porsha. Private jets, cars. I mean, Simon is worth over $20 million. And while Porsha has her own money and she's very successful on her own, I think that this has to be heartbreaking. You might think that maybe she feels like a little bit of a headline, like a joke. I mean, who knows? I'm not in Falynn's head, but I just couldn't even freaking imagine. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this was wrong of Porsha? Do you feel like this was premeditated? Or do you feel like this just was a matchup made by chance? Maybe Porsha and Simon crossed paths after he filed for divorce and it was on accident. Maybe he reached out to her and said, "Hey, I'm getting a divorce and I know you're single. Let me take you out." Maybe it wasn't premeditated at all. Or maybe it was. Is this a storyline or is this real love? And are you guys team Porsha or are you team Falynn? I'm not trying to pit any two women, men, anyone against each other at all, but the fans are freaking out in the comments, and it just is what it is. I want to know all of your opinions, but before you go, if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, also, don't forget, we are going live today to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta cash shakeup, the end of the reunion part 3, and everything that entailed with RJ Allen and also Fem Tarot. So you guys can chime in. We're going to talk for the first 30 minutes and then bring on our tarot card reader who's never missed a mark. You guys are more than welcome to call in. I'm going to drop the StreamYard link and you guys can call in and ask any questions, whether it's about love, finances, relationships, work, anything except for health, just because that changes the mood a little bit. Guys, go ahead and call in, engage, and be a part of the community. I can't wait to hear from you guys, and I'll see you so very soon. So with that part, now we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.